Hello, how are you? I am back again today with a different video for me, so bear with me. It's not clickbait. I don't want sympathy, I don't want drama. I'm not doing this for any reason like that. I'm really just wanting to say, if you have a lump or a bump or something that you need to get checked out, get it checked out. And this is kind of my experience with getting a lump checked out myself. And I'm a firm believer in the fact that we need to encourage each other to, make sure we're up to date with smear tests, make sure we get anything checked out that we need to get checked out, because it's important, quite frankly. It is important. So I thought I'd share my experience. Yeah, again, not for sympathy, not for drama, not for clickbait, anything like that. I just really think it's important to, you never know. It just might be one person is like, actually, do you know what, I have been meaning to get my smear test booked in, I'm overdue by a year, or I have got this lump that I've been a bit worried about, that I'm nervous about getting checked out. So that's why I'm doing this video. I'm just saying. And also, before we get started, I'm all good, everything is fine, and obviously I will get to that in the video, and I know that not everybody is lucky enough to be fine, but again, the reason for me doing this video is because it's important to go and get these things checked. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I want to talk about my experience because I think sometimes the fear of unknown can help hold us back. So that is my plan for today, and yeah, I hope that's okay. So I'm just gonna dive on in. But basically what happened was, when I was, I think, 30 to 32 weeks pregnant, I was in the shower and I was like, oh, what's that? Like, it was just like there suddenly, and I was like, oh, I don't remember that. And it was a little lump on my boob right here, and I was like, that's weird. And I think I audibly went, oh, in the shower, because I was like, that's never been there. Like, I wasn't checking, it was just there. And I got out the shower, I told my boyfriend, I said, it's probably something pregnancy, milk related. And he was like, I can't feel anything. And I was like, I definitely can. Anyway, I had a midwife appointment the next day, so I was just in my appointment, and I said, so I was in the shower and I felt this tiny lump, and is that normal? And she was like, go get it checked by the GP. And I was like, well, I don't want to waste their time. And she was like, no, just get it checked. So anyway, I didn't go home and make the appointment, which I should have done, but I did have an appointment like 2 days later. It was a scan rather than a midwife appointment, and it was with a consultant. And I said to her, oh, I've got this like little lump, like, is that normal? And she was like, go get it checked by the GP. And I was like, oh, that's what the midwife said. And she was like, well, you should have done it then. And I was like, you are right. So anyway, I went home, made an appointment with the GP, said, I've got a little lump, it's probably nothing, I am pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And they said, well, come on in. So they made me an appointment, I think for 2 days time. And I went to see the nurse, and I wore a button down dress with a nursing bra. And I walked in and I said, I'm pregnant and I'm like 30 or 32 weeks, whatever I was. And I was like, I'm sure it's probably like milk production, but I told the midwife, and oh, sorry, my phone's blipping. That's probably really, really bad timing. Anyway, so I was like, it's probably nothing, but I am pregnant, and like I got told to come to get it checked out, and I'm really sorry, and very apologetic, because I don't want to be wasting people's time, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she was like, well, let's just check it because you're here. And I was like, okay. So I buttoned down my dress, which was from like here to about, here, like basically just below my boobs. And then I unhooked my nursing bra, and I pulled it down to kind of like just over my nipples. And she had a feel, and it was all very discreet. And sorry, I balanced things really badly there, and they just all tipped. Anyway, and so it was very discreet. My nipples were covered. I felt kind of very covered, apart from this one area where the lump was. and she had a quick feel and she was like, yeah, I can definitely feel something, let me refer you to the hospital. So I think I got a letter in the post or maybe a phone call, I can't remember, but my appointment was really quick. It was literally within days, and I went along, and again I wore the same dress because it was buttoned down, and I wore a nursing bra because I was a little bit worried, like, you know, when you're just like, am I gonna be in front of a room full of people completely topless? Like, I don't really know, I'm not like the most like, here I am naked kind of person, you know? So I was a bit like, is it gonna be really awkward? Like, who's gonna be touching me? Are they gonna be touching all over? But it was literally like they touched here. So anyway, I went to the hospital, and I waited to see a doctor. I think I waited like 20 minutes, and they had, again, a quick feel here and said, yeah, I can definitely feel something. They explained that because I was pregnant, I couldn't have any kind of x-ray or mammogram or anything like that, but what they would do is they would give me an ultrasound, just exactly like there is on your tummy when you're having a scan, but they would scan this area too. So they said we'll get you seen. There'll be a little bit of a wait, so make your way to this room. And I think it was like a 2-minute walk down the corridor, and then I think I waited 10, maybe 20 minutes. And I walked in the room, and again, it was very discreet. I had my thing buttoned down, had my nursing bra. I felt like my nipples were just whiz covered, which was nice. I'm not very nipple confident. Anyway, I kind of lay down on the bed, and she put the jelly on and scanned it and had a look, and was like, yeah, it is to do with your milk ducts. You're starting to produce milk on one side, and it's just created a bit of a lump. And I was just about to be like, I'm really sorry for wasting your time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was about to start apologizing, and I think she could tell, because she was like, you're not wasting our time. Thank you for coming. It's important. And she also explained to me that when you are pregnant, because you've got so many hormones, you are at one of your most high risk times in your life to kind of like have a cancer scare. So she was like, it is really important that you came in, you're not wasting our time, it's important that you get it checked out, and thank you for coming. So I was basically allowed to go home. I think the whole thing took me like 2 hours in total. It was very discreet. I definitely felt like not naked, and I didn't feel funny. Like, nobody mentioned my weight, nobody wanted to like see nipples. Like, it was all very discreet and nice, which was good. And yeah, I was really pleased that I got it checked out, and I was a bit like, oh god, I've wasted people's time, but at the same time they were like, no, it's important that you come and get it checked out, because you can easily mistake lumps and bumps during pregnancy for just being lumps and bumps, but actually they could be something more sinister, and it's important to get it checked out. And yeah, you are at a more high risk time in your life, which I did not know, to be honest. So yeah, I was absolutely fine, and I got told that day, and they were like, you're fine, no need to wait for a letter or anything, but you know, it is important that you came. And yeah, and I just thought I'd share it, because I had never been for anything like that. I've not had a mammogram, I hadn't ever had a check, I hadn't had a scare, I haven't really had anything apart from like a smear test, or, well, a few smear tests, to be honest. But I was just a bit like I don't know. I didn't know what the process was going to be like. I didn't know how invasive it was going to be, how naked it was going to be, how long it would take, how long I would hear, anything like that. And I know my experience is different. I know that like I was pregnant, so it might be different to if you're not pregnant. I know that at different hospitals it might vary, etc, etc. But I wanted to share my story, because if you have been thinking about a lump and bump that you need to go get checked out, get it checked out. And if you are behind with a smear test, again, go do it. It feels really good to get these things checked out and be like, whew, you know, even if you don't think you're worried about it, sometimes you're worried about it, and you'll probably be fine. And if you're not, then it's good that you've got it earlier rather than later, and you're not wasting people's time, because like that's what they want you to do. Like, they're literally like, we want people to come and check out anything. So this is just my video of saying this is what happened. It was very discreet, it was quick, it was good. And I was very lucky, obviously, and I'm very grateful for that. But I just wanted to share my experience because I think it's just really important. If we don't talk about these things, we're not encouraging each other to go check things out. And yeah, like, you know what these things are like. If it is something not good, then time is very precious and time is of the essence. So yeah, this is just my video explaining what the process was like for me. Obviously it can always vary, it can always be different, but it was very discreet, it was fast, it was good. And I just wanted to encourage you, if you are ever in that position in the future, or if you're in the position now, just go get it checked. Like, you're not wasting people's time, you're making their job easier, you know, if anything is wrong. So yeah, that's my video. I hope you don't mind me sharing. Yeah, it's a weird thing to talk about. I know not everybody's that lucky, so I'm really sorry if this video is triggering, if you have been in that situation but a different outcome. I'm very sorry about that, but this is just me saying, if you are behind with a smear test, if you need to go get something checked, please do. It's important. And yeah, if what is holding you back is embarrassment, they're not bothered. Like, they're not interested, they're not looking at you, they're just not looking, do you know what I mean? They're not interested in what your body looks like, they're not interested in anything. Nobody made any comments about anything. They just were very very mindful of my dignity, I felt, and it was good to get it checked. So yeah, I just wanted to share, because I just think the more we talk about getting checks, the less we feel nervous about it, and the less we put it off, and the more lives are saved, and the more normalised it's become. So yeah, that's my video. Anyway, I hope that's okay. Sorry if it's triggering, sorry if it's TMI, but I thought it was important to share. Anyway, I'll see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.